The morning sun slipped quietly through the thin curtains, landing softly on the wooden floor like it had done every day before. Daniel lay awake, staring at the ceiling, listening to the distant sound of traffic beginning to wake up the city. Somewhere outside, a coffee shop door opened. A bus hissed as it stopped. Life was moving, even though he felt stuck. Daniel was not lazy. He was not careless. And he was not without dreams. In fact, his dreams were big, vivid, and full of promise. But they felt heavy too, like a suitcase he carried everywhere without ever opening. Every morning, he told himself that today would be different. Today he would focus. Today he would change. Yet somehow, by the time night arrived, the day slipped away again, quietly, without anything truly changing. That morning felt familiar. Still, something was different, though he could not explain why. Maybe it was the silence in his small apartment, or the way the light touched the wall. Or maybe it was simply exhaustion from being disappointed in himself for too long. He finally got out of bed and stood by the window. From the third floor, he watched people walking with purpose. Some were dressed for offices, some for construction sites, some for early workouts. Everyone seemed to be moving toward something. Daniel wondered what it felt like to wake up already knowing that your life was moving forward. He made coffee and sat at the small table near the window. His notebook lay unopened beside him, the same notebook he had bought with excitement weeks ago. Its pages were still mostly blank. He ran his fingers over the cover and sighed. "I want success," he whispered to the quiet room. "But I don't know how to live it every day." Later that morning, Daniel went for a walk. He often walked when his thoughts felt too loud. The neighborhood park was not large, but it had old trees, long benches, and a walking path worn smooth by years of footsteps. As he walked, he noticed an older man sitting on a bench, feeding birds with small crumbs from a paper bag. The man had silver hair and calm eyes. He wore simple clothes and seemed completely unhurried, as if time itself had slowed down around him. Daniel passed the bench once, then again, and something made him stop the third time. "Good morning," Daniel said, surprising himself. The man looked up and smiled, a warm smile that felt genuine and familiar. "Good morning," he replied. "Beautiful day, isn't it?" Daniel nodded and gestured toward the birds. "They seem to trust you." The man chuckled softly. "They come every day. Same time. Same bench." After a while, trust becomes a habit. Something about that sentence stayed with Daniel. He sat down on the other end of the bench. "I wish success worked like that," Daniel said without thinking. The man turned his head slightly. "It does," he said gently. "Most people just don't realize it." Daniel looked at him, curious now. "What do you mean?" The man folded the paper bag and placed it beside him. "People think success arrives in loud moments. Big wins. Big changes. But real success is quiet. It shows up every day, whether you notice it or not." Daniel frowned slightly. "If that's true, why does it feel so hard?" "Because habits are invisible while they are forming," the man replied. "You don't feel them working. You only feel the results later." They sat in silence for a moment, listening to the birds flutter and hop. "My name is Robert," the man said at last. "Daniel." He replied. Robert studied him kindly. "You look like someone who wants more from life." Daniel laughed, but there was no humor in it. I want to be better. I just don't seem to stay consistent. Robert nodded, as if he had heard this many times before. Consistency is not about motivation, he said. It's about identity. Daniel blinked. Identity? Yes, Robert said. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. And habits come from who you believe you are. That afternoon, Daniel walked home slowly, Robert's words repeating in his mind. You fall to your habits. He opened his notebook when he got home, not with excitement, but with curiosity instead of writing goals. He wrote a sentence, I am someone who shows up. It felt strange, almost silly. But he kept writing, I am someone who does small things with care. He closed the notebook and leaned back in his chair. For the first time in a long while, he did not feel pressure to change everything. He felt permission to begin. The next morning, Daniel woke up before his alarm. The light was softer this time, and his thoughts were quieter. He did not feel inspired or energized. He simply got out of bed, he made his coffee and opened his notebook. He wrote one paragraph about his thoughts, nothing impressive, nothing dramatic. When he finished, he closed the notebook and smiled. It was done. That day, something unexpected happened. He did not feel proud in a loud way. He felt calm, grounded. As if he had kept a promise to himself. Days passed, and Daniel continued showing up. Some mornings felt easy. Others felt heavy. There were days when his mind tried to convince him that it didn't matter, that small efforts were useless. But each time, he returned to the sentence he had written, I am someone who shows up. One evening, weeks later, Daniel ran into an old friend at a grocery store. They chatted casually, talking about life, work, and plans. You seem different, his friend said. More steady. Daniel thought about it. I think I stopped waiting for the perfect moment, he said. I started building ordinary days. That night, he realized something important. Success was no longer a distant idea. It was in his mornings, his choices, his quiet discipline. He returned to the park often and saw Robert regularly. Sometimes they talked. Sometimes they simply sat in silence. One afternoon, Daniel told him, I used to think success was a destination. Robert smiled. Most people do. But now, Daniel continued, it feels more like a routine. Robert's eyes lit up. That's because you've learned the secret, he said. Success is not what you achieve. It's what you repeat. Months passed, and Daniel's life began to change in ways he had not planned but deeply appreciated. His confidence grew, not because everything was perfect, but because he trusted himself. He knew that even on hard days, he would show up in some small way. One evening, as Daniel sat by his window watching the city lights glow, he reflected on how far he had come. Not in dramatic leaps, but in quiet steps. Success had stopped feeling like pressure. It felt like practice. He opened his notebook one last time that night and wrote another sentence. Success is who I am becoming, every single day. If this story resonated with you, remember this. You don't need to change your whole life at once. You only need to show up today, and then do it again tomorrow. I share stories like this every day. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.